Trump said that Obamacare was meant to explode in 2017. He's working to get all Republicans behind a GOP plan to repeal and replace Obamacare. Today, the president sat down with House Republicans who are working to push new health care legislation through Congress.
We're working together. We have some great results. We have tremendous spirit, and I think it's something that's just going to happen very shortly.
Some moderate Republicans are concerned that millions of Americans may lose health insurance under the GOP plan, and conservatives say the bill doesn't go far enough. Niall Stanage is the White House columnist with The Hill. He joins us this evening for Off Script. Thanks for joining us here. So the president is in sell mode with this bill, but the White House today floated changes to Medicare. So if the president isn't 100% behind this, what does that say about the future of it?
What the president is really talking about is some flexibility on his part. And we've heard that again and again from the White House this week, that they want a deal, that they're willing to listen to conservative Republicans' concerns. And I think that's the context in which the president made that clear.
Obviously, President Trump made some outreach yesterday, a little beer, a little bowling, hoping to get everybody in the tent. House Speaker Paul Ryan is saying this is the closest that Republicans are going to get to being able to repeal and replace this. But if he can't get the Republicans behind it, and it sounds like they've got a mini feud going on within the party, what happens next?
Well, clearly Democrats are almost to a man and woman going to be opposed to any attempt to roll back President Obama's signature achievement. Therefore, Speaker Ryan and President Trump have to get the maximum number of Republicans they can. And the argument that they are making is the one that you just outlined. This is our best chance. It might not get absolutely everything conservatives want, but you're not going to get a better deal if you're an anti-Obamacare Republican.
We're at 50 days, the halfway mark into the first 100 days of the president's presidency. So let's talk about some of the other headlines here. According to President Trump, when he was president, the job numbers were phony. Now he says they're real. What do you make of that?
I thought that was not a great moment for the White House press corps today. That came up in a White House press briefing, and the press kind of laughed along with this idea. I think if the president is really making the argument that figures are phony when they're unfavourable to him, but real when they're favourable to him, that's not a great argument, and it's not one the media should go along with.
The other thing that has really sort of captured all of our attention this week is this whole notion of wiretapping. So the White House is continuing to dodge questions and claims that the president made on Twitter about allegedly being wiretapped while at Trump Tower by former President Obama. So there are, three outcomes. Either we're being misled by the president, either this actually did happen. I mean, what? We're here at the end of the week. The FBI director has talked with lawmakers. The president doesn't sound like has talked to the FBI director. Are we going to get to the bottom of this?
Well, we certainly don't have a lot of clarity about it right now, Leslie, like you just suggested. There is news this evening that on March 20th, James Comey, the director of the FBI, will appear before the House Intelligence Committee. We don't yet know if that's going to be in public or behind closed doors, but certainly Comey might say interesting things, given that there have been widespread reports that he wanted the Justice Department to knock down the allegations that President Trump had made.
So this, in your mind, is not going to go away anytime soon?
No, I don't think so. I think this one is going to run and run, as they say, partly because it is wrapped into the other story about whether there were links or whether there was even collusion, as some Democrats suggest, between President Trump's campaign last year and Russian activist agents.
We're 50 days into this process, and you've covered other administrations. Where do you land on just somebody who covers this day to day to day?
I don't think we've seen anything like this. This week has been one of the less extreme weeks, and yet we still have all the things that we have just spoken about. Obviously, things like the executive order on immigration and refugees was a huge and divisive issue. We had some of the things early on in the administration of so-called alternative facts. This is just unprecedented.
All right. Niall Stanage with The Hill. Thanks for spending some time with us tonight.
Thanks, Leslie.